So welcome back. Today's session is going to be a very short one. We're going to talk about prefabs. I'll explain what prefabs are as we continue. So let's jump straight into it. So where we left off, you can press play and then start, and then you can enter start mode. So what we are going to do today is basically about organization. And so what we are going to do, you realize that your hierarchy is quite full, so making it difficult for you to really create new objects by right clicking an empty space. So all we'll do is on the sample scene or the name of the scene, or on the scene, you press game objects, you right click, press game objects, and press empty. This empty game object holds nothing. You will call it maze, which will be the environment. You realize that it's nowhere close to the actual scene. Sometimes it's created in open space, so we would reset it, press F to focus on it, because now it's at the center, and then we will select only the environment, which is the plane. And okay, first you can select any cube, press shift and select the last game object of the environment, press control and press plane, which basically helps you select. So control helps you select an object at a time, and shift helps you select a group of objects once they are together. And then you drag and drop it into the maze game object, and that gives you an environment. So this helps because now you have a game object which holds everything, your entire environment, which can help you move the environment around instead of moving an object at a time. So you can do the same for ball, assuming you have a lot of ball objects or players and you want to use all of them at the same time. So I said we'll talk about prefabs. Apparently I created a folder already. So you create a folder in assets and call it prefab. In prefab, you drag and drop your maze objects. Now this creates something called a prefab asset. What a prefab asset is a it helps you create an object that you can continuously use in different games or in different projects. So if I create a prefab in this project, it bundles all the resources of that game object, and I can send it to different game objects with all those resources. So that's what basically a prefab does. A prefab also helps in the sense that, assuming you have a particular game object which is a prefab, you can edit the prefab in edit mode. You double click that prefab, and whatever changes you make here applies to the game. Or assuming you have many scenes with that same prefab, it applies to all the scenes with that prefab. So that is what basically prefab does, or my description of a prefab. So basically that's it for this video. It's about prefabs, how to use them, how to make them, how to organize your hierarchy. In the next session we'll talk about UI and how to destroy game objects.